Hello, welcome. We're almost in 2021. And of course, going by the Jewish calendar, we entered sometime in September, I think 5781. Well, far as the regular calendar year, we are going in December 31st, going into the new year. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. Say hello if you're out there. 2021, here we come. I just wanted to say hello. This is the last Tuesday in the year, and this is my last broadcast in this year. So we are going together, and I'm prophesying, declaring, decreeing. I know this is a real estate show, but we're going to make it. We're going all the way in because we got things to do. Oh, yes, we do. We got things to do. So I need to get my phone together because sometimes not all of the comments come through, and I want them to come through so I can be able to respond to you guys out there. So today is Real Estate Talk Tuesday. Hello, let's see who that is. Hey, my daughter. Thank you for joining. You don't join every Tuesday. But thank you, my dear. I know you have a whole lot of questions. Help me with the questions tonight. But I'm trying to, I know what I was doing. I'm supposed to go into my page and find it just in case. So how are you guys doing out there? How's Leavia Goodwin Patterson? So I need to turn that down, and I did find it. Yes. So I found it. Good. So that way I can see the comments as they come in as well. So today we want you, if you are a home buyer or a home seller, it is too late to sell, I think, before December 31st. And I think it's too late unless you have all cash and you're ready to go tomorrow to buy anything else in 2022. This year has been a trying year. With COVID, it's been trying. Just on a personal note, people are losing loved ones. In the midst of all of that, we still have to live. We still have to do things day in and day out, eat, sleep, take care of children in the midst of COVID. We had a COVID scare in my family. Some did have it and some didn't. But I bless God that they are all well. And I bless God that, we didn't have to bury anybody because of COVID, but there are many out there that are doing that. And I just thank God. Can I thank God? Can I thank him? And I do. So like I said, all of the comments are not coming up, but I see some over here. So let me check. That is... Oh, I see some people are joining. That's what it's saying. Good evening, Reverend Spencer. How are you doing? Good to see you out there. With my real estate show, the mission is for all of us to understand that we are going to get older. We're going to get older. And I really, in the last real estate bust, there were many families put out of their properties because the seller wanted to sell the property because it was a huge gain at that time. And I ran into some families, especially with older people in the home, they had to get out. And that really bothered me. And I said, you know what, Beverly, let's get back on the mission of involving our younger generation. Talk to the younger generation. You don't want anybody controlling your future or your destiny or your home. You are capable of saving money. You're capable of not spending every dime on a pair of shoes or a purse or whatever. So that is my mission on Real Estate Talk Tuesday, to answer your questions and to really push for home ownership. Because when you retire and you're going to be looking for a place, you've been renting for 40, 50 years, and the rent is going to be sky high, and certain things didn't happen in your life where you saved enough, where will you be living? So we need to help our children now. We need to help our grandchildren now and get the word out to them by now. So 30 years can pass. Some people do stay in the same home for 30 years. Some do, some don't. But I have sellers now that have bought many years ago, and they are well off just because of their home. Well off. They could sell the home now, buy another home for all cash if they want it. Why can't we all be in that same scenario? And I'm talking to the 20, 30, 40-year-olds who think they're not getting old. You're getting older. I'll keep it nice that way. You're getting older. So if you don't have $1 million in the bank right now, I'm talking to you. If you don't own right now, I'm talking to you. If you're not saving right now, I'm talking to you. So usually my daughter is my starter. Any questions? Any questions? Welcome, Stephanie. Welcome if you're still watching. Welcome. So this is my normal Tuesday, 8 p.m. I'm here for questions. Last week we had a very engaging session. And we got a lot of questions answered. Earlier today, as I'm waiting, you just say you're ready for the new year, Leavia? Okay, that's my daughter. She's a real estate agent as well, and I'm training her up because she's going to have the same mission. You know, it's not all about a check. Yes, we do get paid. Yes, we love to get paid, but I really want us, however you want to fill that blanket, us to understand that we need home ownership. In the PG County area in Maryland, so I don't know what county for you, but I follow this county I was living in. They said home ownership was dropping every year. Why is that? Why is home ownership dropping? I'm telling you. So my daughter says talk about credit, but I want to share one more thing. In 1965, the building that I managed, I was a property manager. The building that I had was an all-adult community. A lot of people moved in there. And when I got to the building in 1998, there were still people living there from 1965 who had made that their home. And they would come to me and say, Miss Goodwin, Miss Beverly, why are you raising my rent? That's my job. That's the owner has bills to pay. His bills go up every month. So they would be upset about $30 a month. I mean, $30 increase per month. So that's when I really decided that we can't have this happen to older people. You know, you have to own your own. They were there for 30 years. I think a few of them were school teachers. Oh, they thought this building was so great. Yes, it was a great building. I would say my apartment building, the apartments were so large. A 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, even the efficiency was huge. So they loved the place, but you cannot love something more than your future. You just can't. They did not consider their future. I don't know what has happened to them, but you live in one place for 30 years and rent it. We don't want our children to do that. 2-3 years, yes, but help them save their money. Be a part of the home buying process with them. Be a part of the giving. Give them a step up if they're doing the right thing. Give them a step up. Just don't give them the money, but give them a step up if they want to buy. So I shared that because some don't want to think 30 years. Okay, I'm just putting that up there. Some people don't want to think 30 years down the road. It happens in the blink of an eye. 30 years has passed. And you should be comfortable in your older age, knowing either my home is paid off or is about to be paid off, or the mortgage is so low, it doesn't mean anything. That me and husband or me by myself, we can't afford it. So that's the mission of Real Estate Talk Tuesday with Beverly. If you have any questions, even if you live in another state, I just can't do state specific. So Leavia wants to talk about the benefits. Okay, I'm still talking about the benefits of home ownership. I'll go there a little bit, Leavia. Well, number one, it can be your saver. You can save money with your home. Like I got this one lady, she's moving out because of a job situation. And had she rented for those 13 years, I sold her a house 13 years ago. She wouldn't be having the cash that she has now, okay? A benefit. Number two is yours. I made up a word, it's yourn. It's yours. So hello, family. way out there. I think that's my cousin way out there in Kansas. Hello out there. So, and yes, if you're not a homeowner, you need to get one. All right. That's for family, friends, or foes. Buy a home, even if you don't buy it through me. So the other benefit, I said, is yours. Number three, there are still some tax benefits. Talk to your CPA. I don't do taxes. And yeah, whoever does your taxes, ask how will that improve my tax situation. So I try not to do that because they say for us to stay in our lane. But yes, that is a benefit. And the biggest benefit, Leavia, and others that are watching, when I said it's yours, you own it. Unless there's eminent domain, who's going to take it from you? If you're paying your monthly mortgage bill every month and your taxes within your mortgage, who's going to take it from you? So it's your place. It's yours. Oh, and one other small benefit I'm going to tell you. There is a small benefit. If by chance you happen to get in a situation where, you lose your job or things don't work out for you so well, if you're a renter and coming from a property manager, I can get you out in 2.5 months. I can evict you in 2.5 months. Not saying that I enjoyed that, but it's a business. It's a business. So if you're in a home, now with the COVID, they do have some restrictions there. I'm talking about outside of COVID. Now let's go back. If you're a homeowner and certain things happen to you, woe is me, oh, I don't want to lose my home. Okay, we understand that. But if you're in an apartment, you're gone in 2.5 months. In your home, it's going to be at least 9 months under regular circumstances. And even more than that, if you get a real estate agent to help you short sell it, or if you can find an attorney, maybe you can file bankruptcy. I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm just saying it's a difference in owning and renting. That is one benefit. You won't be out the door in 2.5 months if you fall behind in your mortgage, okay? That is tip number 2005. So, but it's not a funny situation, but which would you rather have? 2.5 months or maybe a year or more? All right, that's the benefits. Okay, Leavia said, talk about credit. I am sorry to say that credit is the biggest factor in most people not getting a home. Not the down payment, not the closing costs. First, you got to enter the arena of home buying by making a phone call to myself. I'll ask you some questions, and then I'll pass you on to the loan officer who will check your credit. And we didn't talk about money yet, right? You should have a job, right? Okay. Or maybe you have all cash. I don't know. I've seen people buy homes of all cash and have no job, okay? But their family have it like that. But outside of those people, you're going to need credit to buy a house. We need to work on our credit. It's too many credit scores under 600. Too many. I'm told this. I don't get to see the credit, but generally the loan officer or the person that I'm working with, they have to share that information with me. Your credit should be more important than a $200 pair of shoes. Your credit. That is the biggest hindrance to you getting a home. You can have all the money you want. You can have the down payment. You can have your closing costs. But if your credit score is 600 and below, or 620 and below, and with a many lenders, 640 and below, 639 and below, it's going to hold you up. So I'm here as part of the mission to encourage you to save from spending all that money that you got saved up and your credit is poor. How does that work? I have seen that as a property manager. One of my tenants came and she stayed there a whole year. At the end of the year, I had to do a rental verification. And it asked on that list, How many times was she late in 12 months? She was late 10 times out of 12 months. 10 times out of 12 months. But her credit was impeccable. She had it on the flip. Her credit was impeccable, but her rent was late. And that kept her from buying a home. And I think it was, they were asking how many times late, more than 30 days. Late more than 30 days. 10 out of 12. So she didn't pay her rent first. What are we going to do to get the general population to understand that this is a game that we have to play? It's a game. Hello, my dear sister-in-law. Hello, 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 hello. Credit is a game, and you're going to have to play that game to get what you want. You can't buy everything with cash unless you're making it that way. Can you buy a $300,000 home? I'm just asking you. If you got cash, you can do that. You don't have to play the game. Can you buy your $30,000 or $40,000 car with cash? If you have it, you don't have to play the game. But there are some now rentals. Rentals want credit scores of 640 and above, 700 and above. So the game that you don't want to play, the one that you think you don't have to participate in, you're going to have to participate in. Hello. And my dear sister-in-law, she knows and understands about the credit game. So we got to take care of our credit. How can we best take care of our credit? Let's say you have no credit at all. You have no credit. Well, then you go to your bank and get a secured credit card. They will give you this card based upon how much money you give them. So if you want a secured card for $300, they're going to give you a credit card for $300. That will start the building process. Then you need at least 3 trades. Then you need a car. Buy an itty bitty car. You don't have to buy the $700 per month car. Your comments, they're not coming up. Well, I'm going to put that with my dear sister-in-law. So you're going to have to get some trade lines, and that's what they're called, credit cards, the car note, a revolving account, a credit card, a small loan, and pay it back on time. That is your start right there. And while you're paying it back on time, then you get in your mind, oh, how about I start saving $100 per week? How about saving $100 per week? Can anybody give me the yearly on that? $100 per week. What did my friend say? Called self. What is self, Jerome? What is self? Is that a saving program or is that a housing program? There's a lot of programs that get you to save money. You have to just do it. If you go out to Starbucks 5 times a week and pay $5 a week for coffee, that's $25 a week right there. If you go out to dinner 3 times a week and that's $30 each time, that's $90 right there. That's 90 plus 25, that's $115 right there. 115 times 52 is what, somebody? How much is that? I don't have a calculator. I'm asking Leavia or somebody. Oh, Liam says hi. My grandbaby says hi. Is he watching too? What is self, Jerome? So it's easy. Okay, it helps you. Let me put this on the screen so it can become part of the show. It says it helps you build credit, but instead of a credit card, it places the money you pay each month into an account. But now the question is, does it show up on your credit report? All right, Jerome, 5,200. All right, somebody. At the end of 2021, $100 a week. Now I knew the answer, but I'm just trying to get participation. $100 at the end of next year. I want to see $5,200. And if you're a young person, in 3 years, you have 15,000. Okay, so Jerome answered, yes. So share that program, share the link, give people some help, Jerome. Pass the link on. And so Beverly says, start smaller, $25 a week, especially with younger people. Especially, my children laugh at me because sometimes I would take $100 and put 100, every time I got paid, I would take $100 out and put it in my drawer at work. They said, "Why you put $100?" So that was doing like $50 a week. And shortly before you know it, I had $1,000 sitting in my drawer at work. You got to just do it. You got to just save. It's got to be a habit. It's got to be a habit. Beverly said, start smaller, $25. And when you see that you can, it's just like that train starting, and the train gets that momentum and it's starting to get faster. Oh, you know what? Saving that $25 is easy. Ooh, that's what you're going to feel about it. All right, y'all. Y'all got the link. There it is. Save some money, build a credit card, and it goes on to your credit report. No excuse. Somebody's giving you some help. No excuse. It's called self. Are you willing to invest in yourself? Are you willing to invest in your children's future? Or are you going to spend it all today on self-gratification, those things that burn away just like that? And you know what? Even if there's a sale, that sale at that store, you're thinking like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go to that sale because I got to get it at that low price. But guess what? They have managed to control you with a sale. They control you with getting the money out your pocket. A sale don't mean nothing to me. And I need it. I absolutely need it. A sale means nothing to me unless you can resell it. Now, let's just say, because some of the guys are into reselling these electronics and stuff. If you can find an electronic for $50 and sell it for $400, now we're working. Now we're cooking with grease. 50 to 400, that's called an investment. Investment. Thank you, Beverly. Save half of your tax refund as well. We got a homeowner trying to tell you what to do. You cannot take every dime you see. I hear people say, well, every time I get paid, I buy myself something. I don't. For what? What you got? What do you got? Just paying your bills. I'd be going like, whoo, that felt so good. I paid my bills. Sure, you have a good feeling like that. I paid my bills and I paid them on time. That's a good feeling. To save is a good feeling. But to just say, I got the latest $2,500 purse, and then I got the latest $220 shoes, that only lasts for a moment. And then we have the young men with a collection, 100 pair. You got a collection of them. And then you turn 45 with 200 pair of shoes. What is that? So now you're an art curator. You're curating, you're collecting shoes just to brag that, hey, I had the latest Jordans, I had the latest this, I had the latest that. And you're still sitting in an apartment 25 years later. You see, I put a smile on that because I'm not trying to go in on nobody. I'm not trying to do it. I don't want them to say, oh, Beverly, she's just a hard taskmaster and all she do is fuss at the people. No, I'm saying wake up. You know that newest thing that people say, you got to be woke. You got to be woke. That is so lame to me. Are you educating the people for their future to have something? Tell them to be woke about that. That every paycheck you spend, and then you have to ask $10 or borrow $10 from somebody the next go around before the next paycheck. No, that's old. That's old. We as members of this community need to be speaking up and saying something, because guess what? You're going to get older. And if you're, Lavia, stop it. And if you don't, whose shoulder you going to cry on when you're 75 years old and you have nowhere to live? You have nowhere to live. So my daughter, she's an agent. My sister-in-law, she has a home. My daughter, she has a home. You know, it's many of us that have homes. But there's something I was watching or going to watch. Share this, actually. Tag somebody. Tag them. Being broke should wake us up. Is that what you're saying, Beverly? Oh, there it is. Being broke. Yeah, I was sharing earlier in the show that somebody's having a financial emergency now because of their job, because of the industry that they're in is suffering. But guess what? She won't suffer because she will sell her house and have plenty of cash. But let me say this to you right now, as of today. Don't cry over spilt milk. What's done is done. It's over with. Yesterday is over. There's nothing you can do with yesterday. So today is a brand new day to start saving that $25. And when that gets good to you, that 25, then bump it up to the 50. And when that gets good to you and you see all that money sitting in the bank, then the next level up $100. You have it. Oh, yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do. And if you have a partner in crime, a husband, a wife, or whoever, then guess what? You tell them the new plan. This is how it's going to be for 2021. That we're not going to eat our profits. We're not going to eat out all the time. We're going to cook and make a dinner. We're going to make sandwiches. I remember that back in the 80s, before I always wanted to buy a house, even in the 80s. But my supervisor, she was buying a home in Bethesda at that time, and they were expensive way back then. I'm telling you, when she found out, her mindset changed to buy that house, she brought her lunch every day. She brought her lunch every day. Oh, yes, she did. And guess what? What I have to do? You said, well, you're a real estate agent, but guess what? I love to eat out. But guess what I won't be doing? Because I counted the cost. I took my little calculator and did all my bills. Beverly won't be eating out all the time. I'll be cooking for one, but guess what? That money will stay in my bank account to pay my bills. How it's going to look? I'm a real estate agent, then I can't afford to pay my own doggone mortgage with a smile on my face, talking about I can't afford. Oh, yes, I can, because I counted how many times that I eat out. I'm not going to be broke. So this is what I'm pushing, a change of lifestyle. You see how COVID really brought us in? You should have saved some money from gas traveling to and from work. Where is that money? Where is it? Come on now. Where's that money that you were spending out when you was going to work buying lunch? Where is that money? Where's the gas money and where is the lunch money that you were spending out? You should have thousands of dollars right now sitting up in the bank. I told my family I would finish early because I'm going to celebrate New Year's early because a couple of them are going out of town. But do y'all get, I'm sure several of y'all get this, but I want the ones who will come back to get it. So if you could like it, share it to somebody, or just put the person's name in it so they can see it. We have to wake up. You want to be woke? Save some money. You want to be woke? Stop eating out every day. You want to be woke? Have a plan. You want to be woke? Have a budget. You want to be woke? Come together and talk about it. And stop letting Susie Q and Brother Dan spend all their money. And then we looking at each other at the end of the month saying, who got $5? All right, let's see what Beverly has to say. Oh, yeah, it says, I have taken my lunch to the restaurant with co-workers, order something small from the menu. If you want to just go anyway thank you, Beverly. If you want to just go to the restaurant anyway, you know what I do when I really don't want to spend any money? I'm ordering the smallest thing, a salad. I might have already eaten. But you can still attend the affair without saying, oh, I don't have no money. Oh, I'm just broke. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. You either don't go or you order small. Order a cup of coffee. I just want to hang out. I just want to see y'all good people. It's a way to do things. But your first mission is to yourself and to your family. Oh, yes, it is. And not hanging out. Oh, okay, I'm not going to go in this one too much. But hang out with the fellas and spend all your money with the fellas. That's not being woke. So many people talk about being woke. Come on, let's tell the truth on all areas of being woke. Can we? Can we? All right, I don't want to see you 25 years from now talking about where am I going to live. I'm 75 years old. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be doing real estate until I'm about at least 80. So I don't want to see you not knowing what to do. I don't want to see you. Nor does my daughter, because I'm going to keep singing this song and pounding. You hear that? Until we get it. Until you get tired of me. So choose your agent. You can choose me if you want. Oh, I have to do the right thing. Oh, something I got to do because, legally I have to say who I'm working for. So I don't think I put that ticker up. I don't think I did it. But right there it is. I have to say who I'm working for and their phone number. So that's Fairfax Realty. And those are my numbers. You can call me anytime for advice. I help people buy land as well. I was talking to a young man earlier today, and I said, hey, you know what? FHA, Federal Housing Administration, they will help you build a 4-unit, and you can live in one of those units. How about that? And get 3 other people to pay the mortgage. So I'm putting some good advice out right now. Buy a 4-unit or build a 4-unit. Live in one of the units and let the other 3 pay. And then there's some benefits at FHA as well if you're going to do it for elderly people or people that are disabled. If you want to, get a grant that way. FHA, go to the site, FHA.gov, Federal Housing Administration. You become an investor. If you've already own a home and you want to do some things that will help the community, the elderly, the disabled, they have money for that. They have loans for that to help you, to help the community, right? All right. I've talked too much tonight. I think I'm done. What are we saying? Let's see. Oh, at Celebration Women. Okay, share the meal. Yeah. I've seen that so much, Beverly. I have seen that. Yep, share the meal. Yes. Keep all that money. Hey, Steve Harper. Now, that's the person right there. Put your number down there, Steve. Steve Harper is the one that got me my home, my beautiful home. I should walk around and show y'all. Y'all want me to show y'all? Y'all ain't going to tell nobody, right? Y'all ain't going to tell nobody what I'm doing, right? All right, so this is my dining room. That's my dining. This is what Steve helped me get. I don't know if I could. I'm trying to show y'all something. I don't know what y'all see, but that's my dining room. This is I've got furniture, y'all. I got furniture. Yep. I'm still packing and unpacking a few things, but Steve Harper, great loan officer. I did tell the people I would show them my house, and put your number down there, Steve. Yes, I love to work with people. I do. And so I don't know what craziness y'all just saw. The camera all over the place, I don't know what y'all saw. But call Steve. One thing I can tell you about Steve, he'll tell you if you're ready or not and what to do. But let me say this. When somebody tells you what to do, and if they say 6 months to a year, that's no time. I have seen people's credit so jacked up, it's going to take years. So if someone says 6 months or to a year, I just need you to do this. And you follow instructions. Can we end the program with that? Follow instructions. Follow instructions. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for helping me. Follow instructions. When you talking to a loan officer and he says, do this, do this, do this, check back with me in 3 months, check back with me in 6 months, they know. Okay? That is the end of the program. I thank y'all for listening from week to week. I'm going to do it every week. I'm going to keep encouraging those who do not have a home. And if you're interested in selling your home, call me. My number's right there. Y'all have a blessed evening. Thank you, my dear family, for supporting me and my friends that were out there watching tonight. God bless. Talk to y'all real soon.